What's up, peeps? RaJuR, deeP, kooL. Saturday morning, early. Oh, y'all see it. What is it? 7:13. Well, that's early for Saturday morning. Somebody got to go in here and get this work done, because then you don't get that check. See what I'm saying? I don't have Saturdays and Sundays off like that, because I got to get that work in. Got to get it in. Get that loot so I can be comfy. And I'm still not comfortable, but thank goodness I'm breathing, seeing, and hearing, and hollering at y'all, alright? So look here, today, long day. Man, it's gonna be a long day today. Doubling up, doubling down. Ain't getting off to I don't know what time. It's going down though, because again, I like that loot. I got to have some of that, you know what I'm saying? So, gotta put in that extra. That extra, yeah, I mean, as y'all know I call it. So look here, today, I just throw stuff out there daily. You know what I'm saying? I try to look. I look at the news just about every day. I don't mess around with local news because some of it's just hogwash. And you got to remember, it ain't like these people just woke up and they have scripts and they're talking about what's on their mind when it comes to, you know, what's happening in Philly or locally or nationally, elsewhere in the world. You know, they're giving scripts. People write these scripts for them. You know what I mean? So if you don't hear something, you know, it's not their fault. It's because the media, whoever writes the scripts or tell them what to say throughout the day when they broadcast, tell them what they want. They tell them to say what they want you to know. So you have to think. Like most of the stuff I've been putting on my page, and some other people have been contributing to the page. You know, not being nervous about what they're saying. You know, whether it's about the government or about anybody. You know what I mean? You can say what you want to say. You're not a threat. You're just expressing your point of view. You know, so if you're adding something to the conversation, that's fine. I know people come by this look. You know, they might take it. They might say something. They may not comment, but they might move on and give it another, you know, perusing of their own. You know, from the information I provide for you. But if you don't see anything that I talk about, if you don't see it on the news, there's got to be a reason, right? Think about it. And you can't keep going. I mean, if you're not a HYY, a viewer, or you know, some of the other programs like oh man, there's another one, Democracy Now. If you're not looking at those, you're not going to get all of the news. You're just getting what they want you to know. Well, you got to go to Democracy Now and HYY News, and you know, with Layman and you know, them guys, and even more. There's a couple more too. If you want to get the information that me and a couple other people providing on my page, because this is important. See, y'all gonna wait, especially the folk I know. They like to wait till the last minute, and then when the crap hits the fan, now you want to react, and it's too late at that point. You can't react. See, what's obvious, let's put it that way, is that there's probably nothing you can do about it individually. You know what I mean? If somebody don't have your best interest, regardless of whether it's a friend, family, foe, government, whoever, if they don't have your best interest at heart, there's really nothing you can do about it, because, you know, you can't control folk. But you can make yourself aware of what's going on, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? You know, if it wasn't for the civil rights, it wasn't for them guys, you know, putting their lives on the line. You know, some of them are up in cahoots too. But, you know, some guys died for causes, and, you know, they went out there and they took a chance. And, you know, it happened. Things happen. You know, but you can't walk around thinking that, you know, well, I better not say nothing, or I'm just going to ignore what's going on. And you know, hopefully everything will be okay. I mean, that may be right. And I'm wishing everything's going to be okay. You know, with Ebola and the wars and all this other, you know, all the other things that's going on, and all the things that we don't know, that we're not privy to. You know what I mean? Them things that are not in our best interest. So what you have to do is you have to make it your responsibility for you and your family to know some things. So when it goes down, you can negotiate the way you can handle the situation, knowing that you might have limited resources, but you might put yourself in a better position to deal with what's going down. All right. So I don't put things on my page to try to scare you and then conspiracy theorists. This stuff is real, and it's usually, like I said, backed up by friends who also show the same. And most of the stuff you can go on YouTube and you can just Google it. The World Wide Web is the greatest thing ever when it comes to information. And it may be false information, it may not be false information, but the things that I post, the things that I know have been proven, they've been collaborated, they've been verified by more than one source, of course. So, you know, check it out for yourself. All right. Another thing that's very important, and this is regardless of what virus, Ebola virus, whatever. What they tell you is that people who have Ebola viruses, or who got them, especially over in Africa, who end up getting the virus and so on and so forth, had bad immune systems. I mean, they did because they don't eat right. They're not getting vitamins and nutrients. I mean, their surroundings are bad. They're in dirty water. Imagine how them folk go to the bathroom over there. The huts don't have toilets. So how do you get rid of sanitation? How do you sanitize? There's no way to be sanitary in that particular situation. If you don't have a toilet, all the things that we take for granted when we wake up in the morning, wash our face, wipe our ass and all that stuff, they don't have that over there. Not in that particular area where they're being stricken. We're not talking about in the princely areas. We're not talking about the beautiful areas of Africa where we were kings and where we're still kings, because they're not going to show you that anyway. No, they're going to show you all the slums and the downtrodden and all that stuff. And those are the people who are going down. But they're going down because they don't have their immune system to fight anything. They probably couldn't fight a common cold without almost near death maybe. No matter what virus it is, folks, it depends on what you're eating. You have to eat correctly. And if you eat correctly, no matter what virus you get, you can fight it, because your body is going to be fortified with those vitamins, minerals, nutrients that's going to strengthen your immune system. That's going to help you to battle anything. I'm trying to tell you. And I say this to you because, of course, then when I say this, I might end up with a cold. But I haven't had a cold, flu. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I had a cold that I was blowing my nose or a flu. I rarely get sick. And I rarely get sick because I'm very sanitary. I spray my surfaces with my Lysol. I just try to be as careful as I can. I can't be totally careful, but I try to be as careful as I can to make sure that I'm not going to put myself in a position, or anybody around me, put themselves in a position of getting sick. If you can avoid it. Some things you just can't avoid, and I understand this. I'm not telling you I'm a superhuman man, but I'm telling you by raising my knowledge on how to eat, what to eat, provide myself with the correct nutrients, what to stay away from. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't always eat great. Potato chips. I'm eat non-GMO potato chips by this company called I forgot the name of it. Get it from Walgreens. But they have non-GMO, no saturated fat, no trans fats, no cholesterol. That's what I eat when I'm snacking. I try to snack on, even though it may not be good for me, you know what I mean? Totally. Those are the things I snack on because I can't get rid of everything. But what I try to do during the day is put more of the good stuff in my body than I would do bad stuff. And of course, being that I don't eat meat, I'm staying out of a whole situation. I'm staying out of whatever they put in the cows to sanitize them before they, make it to homes and whatever, the bleaches and the Cloroxes and all that stuff. They get into the meat that you'll never taste because you're not supposed to taste it. So I'm trying to tell you, those things I keep out of my body. I keep all influences out of my body that I try. I just try the best I can. Like I said, I'm not perfect in the sense that how I eat, because sometimes I do, I might eat like a donut or whatever. I know I'm not supposed to eat it. A blueberry muffin, it's full, I don't know what. But I'm putting more good stuff in my body than I am bad stuff. By 3 to 4, 3 to 1. If you want, I don't know how you would say it. But 3/4 of what I eat is totally good for me. And probably 1/4, even if it's that much, depending on your fractional scale, is what I eat that's not particularly good for me. All right, maybe some Cheetos. I like the jalapeno Cheetos from time to time. I might drop a bag. In fact, I got a bag right here in my console for later, for snacking. I know they're not good for me, but I'm putting more good stuff in my body than I am bad. So my body is able to fight off and ward off maybe those things that keep me from getting colds and all those aches and pains and so on and so forth. I go to the bathroom every day, twice, 2 times. In the morning, as soon as I get up, pat out, it's going down. And I ain't talking about peeing either, even though that's good too. You gotta clear out that doggone septic system. So I do that as well. Sometimes, some nights more than others, depending on how much water I drink before I go to bed. So I'm saying to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, and your families, take care of your families. I know it's hard, and the kids eating fast food, and that's why McDonald's will never go out of business and Wendy's will never go out of business, but try to put more good in your body than you do bad. Try to offset it. Even if you're offsetting it, you know, where it's more on the negative side than it is on the positive side, at least you're putting something positive. So try to eat something once a day to start. You know, I know you're not gonna stop eating meat. I mean, you can't do it. I stopped eating meat by accident. You know what I mean? By accident, I became a vegetarian and a pescatarian because I still eat seafood from time to time, but not every day. So, you know, it was an accident. You know what I mean? I was just eating chicken. All I was eating was chicken from ShopRite. I go get me barbecue chicken, however they have it, you know, rotisserie chicken. And then I found ShopRite on Fox Street in Philly had the really good chicken. Oh man, it was off the chain. And what happened was, one day I worked longer than I thought I did. But now that wouldn't have made a difference because what had happened was, the night before I forgot to put the chicken back in the fridge. So I had worked so much that day that when I got home and I was ready to eat, I saw the chicken on the freaking stovetop. I'm like, man, are you serious? And again, I told you I didn't know what time I was getting off that day. I worked kind of long. I ain't feel like going back out and getting anything to eat. I ain't feel like going back out and getting another chicken from ShopRite. I ain't feel like going nowhere. I'm like, forget it. What do I have? That was it. That's when I went vegetarian. You know what I mean? Pescatarian. Because I realized that enough broccoli, corn, beans, and whatever filled me up. And my body, since I wasn't eating meat anyway for a long time, since I wouldn't eat, I mean, you know, pork and beef, I haven't eaten that in years, it was easier for me to eliminate turkey and chicken, even cold cuts, you know, so, you know, bam. That's how I ended up being a vegetarian. And now it's been almost a year, if not a year, since I've been a vegetarian. So it's not impossible, people. It's just a state of mind. And it's like anything else. You want anything else enough, you'll do that. So why don't you put your health easily as being one of them things that you want? You want better health? What's better than trying to have better health? Besides using the fatalist comment, which is I'm gonna die of something anyway, which is just totally preposterous for you to even say something like that. Because when you wake up in the morning and you do what you do during the day or whatever, you ain't thinking about if you die right now or whatever. You ain't thinking about that. You thinking about all the luxuries and pleasures you have at that time. You're not thinking about, well, I'm gonna die for something. You're not. So don't even try to play that with me because I ain't that dumb. You know what I mean? So look, take care of yourself. Do the best you can, regardless of the circumstances in the world. Them things you can't control, all right? I'm at work now. I'm ready to go punch in and log in, whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later, all right? And I'm putting up some other YouTube videos. Can't let y'all see my account number. YouTube videos that, well, just one from a flavor I went and checked out last night in Neiman. You know what I'm saying? Because you still gotta live life. I realize that. But you still got to realize what's going on around you. All right, do the best you can, y'all. I'm out. Holla at your boy. Keep it positive, man. No negative. Bars.